Okay, this problem is a little scary to look at, but again, working with the stuff you know, dealing with exponents and bases, you can really solve this by using substitutions. You'll notice that there's a similarity here, right? 4 to the x, 4 to the 2x. That's 4 to the x squared. So 4 to the x squared equals 4 to the 2x. So, keeping that in mind, I'm going to use what's called substitution. I'm going to let 4 to the x equal the number a. And 4 to the x squared, what do you think that's going to be? I hope you guessed a squared. Now I'm going to rewrite this problem. If I asked you to factor or solve this, a squared minus 63a minus 64 equals 0, you could solve that by factoring, right? A minus 64, a plus 1, correct? Are you with me there? All right. Then what do you think you do? Well, a equals 64 and a equals negative 1. But a is not really a, is it? It's 4 to the x. So now I'm going to go 4 to the x equals 64. Could I rewrite 64 to 4 to some power? 4 to the x equals 4 to the third. X equals 3. Hey, that wasn't so bad. What about this one? 4 to the x equals negative 1. There aren't any exponents I can use to get that to be negative 1, are there? I mean, you could try a couple. What if I had 4 to the 0? That equals 1. 4 to the 1 is 4. 4 squared, I'm getting bigger. If I try some negative numbers, 4 to the negative 1, the negative 2 is 1 over 4 squared, right? 4 to the negative 3. So I'm not having any luck. This part doesn't have a solution. Sometimes you'll get two different solutions, though. You'll be able to solve both parts of these. So those are at the end in tonight's assignment, like numbers 30 through 36 or something like that. So you should be able to handle those, I think. One other thing you're going to have to do is graph. Suppose I asked you to graph something like y equals 5 to the x. And then I might ask you to graph y equals 5 to the x minus 2. Make an xy chart and just plot some values. Always use 0. 5 to the 0 is 1. Use some positives. 5 to the 1 is 5. 5 squared, 25. Also use some negatives. 5 to the negative 1 is 1/5. 5 to the negative 2 is 1 over 25. So make sure you give yourself a good list of values to get a picture of what the graph is. So at 0 I go up 1. At 1 I go up 5. At 2 I go way up to 25. At negative 1 I'm at 1/5. At negative 2 I'm even closer to that line. And there's a graph. And then see what happens when you graph the next one, making another chart. I'm going to leave that part for you to do yourself.